is Shauna Linstead. I'm one of the second-year OBGYN residents here at the KU Wichita program, and today we would love to tell you a little bit about Wichita and about our program and a little bit about us.
I'm Laura Weidenstall. I'm one of the third-year residents.
And I'm Taryn Shutnick. I'm also one of the third-year residents here.
Let's get started.
Three words. One, approachable. I think we have really approachable attendings, which is super helpful. Two, knowledgeable. We have some of the smartest attendings as well that work here. And three, supportive. I feel very supported by all the faculty here. I don't know if you guys have anything else further. Any other three words?
My three words would be experienced, supportive, and funny.
They're extremely dedicated to us. They are like family to all of us. I mean, we all love going to them for any sort of questions. And then they are just really good attendings to have witness their patient interactions. Well, we always use the word like family because we all get along so well. We love to support each other. But I also think supportive is a really great word to use. And then fun.
I would say hardworking, tight-knit, and goofy.
I don't know if I have any other words to say. I think those 6 words really describe us.
I feel like one of our strongest points of our program is our obstetric volume. We deliver 5,400 babies here a year. Just last week, one of our first years delivered 33 babies in her first week. So I think we will be very experienced with our obstetric care in the future.
Another thing that I think is a strong point about this program is we work with numerous attendings and numerous private attendings as well, and I think that gives us a good variety of ways to do something, and I think that's super important to figure out as a resident how you want to do things, how you want to practice, how you want to operate. I think that's very important, and I think we have it's very strong in our program.
Program is also extremely hands-on, and so starting day one, you're the person who gets handed the scalpel for a C-section, you're the person who gets to do the delivery, and all of the teaching that we do, you learn by doing instead of learn by watching, and I think that's such a strong aspect.
I have 2 favorite places here. I love Meddy's. They have great hummus and Mediterranean food, and I also love the Anchor for when I'm craving something greasy.
One of my favorites is George's French Bistro if you're looking for something pretty fancy. There's also a hole-in-the-wall taco place called Taco Fajitas, which is $1 tacos every day.
One of my favorite places is Norton's. It's a bar, but it also has really good sandwiches, burgers, that sort of thing. I think the food at Wesley is really great for residents. We have breakfast and lunch every day provided to residents Monday through Fridays. For dinner and on the weekends, we get money on our badge, and so we do get to go to the cafeteria and get food there, and so we never go hungry here at Wesley.
We have a chef that comes in from some of the local restaurants to provide a variety of options, including vegetarian options. We also eat in 3 different places: Dock Dining, the cafeteria, and the Four Corners Cafe.
I spent a lot of time with my husband and just hanging out with other residents, going out to eat, exploring new restaurants.
I spend time with family here. I'm very fortunate to have family here. We like to go to Chicken and Pickle and play pickleball and do yard games there, and then also explore some of the local spots to eat.
What I like to do in my free time is hang out with my husband and my daughter, and we also like to go to a lake here in town, Santa Fe Lake. We go there and swim and paddleboard on the weekends, and so that's something I really like to do.
I think that the nursing staff and the ancillary staff that we have here, they're so supportive. A lot of them have amazing experience. We get to learn from them. They're great teachers, and they're fun to hang out with.
Takes me 13 minutes to get here.
12 minutes for me.
Mine is 11 minutes from door to door.
I would describe living in Wichita like living in a big town. It is a city, but it does feel very like a small town at the same time. You run into people at the store all the time, but it is a big city in the fact that we have all the commodities that you could find in a big city like Kansas City, St. Louis, that sort of thing.
It is like a big town, but we do have a Division I college here, Wichita State University. We also have Intrust Bank Arena, which has large music acts. I saw Imagine Dragons there, Dierks Bentley, Lindsey Sterling, the famous violinist. We've had early rounds of the NCAA tournament here, so there's a lot to do here, lots of concerts and festivals to keep us busy.
People here in town, I feel like Midwest friendly is such a good explanation of the people, because from the person who's checking you out at Costco to your waitress at Norton's, everyone is approachable and so easy to get along with.
Working hard, there is a steep learning curve, and you're given a lot of responsibility and autonomy, but you have great support. I remember coming home exhausted every day, but looking back, I feel like I learned so much and gained so much experience just by the sheer volume of patients that I saw.
Ooh, one of my favorite things that I remember is the intern party. And so before July 1st gets here, we go to somebody's house, we have a grill out, we have some drinks, we get to know the family members, and just getting to know each other before we actually have to start the program was huge for me.
I think something that we do is we do a lot of get-togethers on Friday nights. There's always somebody doing something. There's always somebody hosting a dinner, somebody going out to the bar for a drink and dinner, and so there's always something to do, and we always try to get together as much as we can when we have time. Yes, so we have a lot of kids here in this residency program. I have one daughter. I know in our class, me and another resident have a kiddo. The class above us, almost every single one of those residents has one or two kids. And so we have a lot of kids in this program.
It's very family friendly.
Yes.
And it's family friendly in that we support women who are pregnant during residency too.
Absolutely.
I would say it's very affordable to live here. I know we bought a house when we moved here because it was so affordable, and other residents that started renting ended up buying houses here because it was so much cheaper to buy here in town.
Yeah, I pay less for my mortgage here than I did for my rent in Omaha for my apartment.
So our program provides a few things. Wednesday mornings is our protected didactic time, and we have lectures. We do oral board practice. We kind of get together and quiz each other, review things together. Our program also provides a question bank every year that we use to study for CREOGs. They also provide us with multiple textbooks each year to also study from as well.
So I am not originally from here. I'm from Nebraska, and I feel like the road system is so easy to manage with the interstates. There's also, we're the air capital of the world, and so we have an airport here that's super easy to access. You can show up 30 minutes before your flight takes off. And then we also are really close to other major cities around us. You can go to Omaha easily, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, and so you can have quick weekend vacations to these places. I think the steep learning curve hits everybody intern year. You go from being a fourth year medical student to all of a sudden being the one who is holding the scalpel. You have to do a lot of studying outside of work to know what's going on, but because it is such a steep learning curve, you learn so quickly and you get such amazing experiences from the beginning.
I think for me, figuring out that work-life balance, figuring out time to spend with my husband, my daughter, while also doing enough studying, getting home in time, getting my charts done. It's been hard at the beginning to figure out a good balance for me.
For me, in addition to both of those things, would be time management skills, wanting to give an appropriate amount of care to my patients in the hospital, but then managing time to do some self-study and also time with my family.
We actually just had a Wellness Wednesday yesterday, so every fifth Wednesday of the month, we get our protected didactic time off to go to appointments, get your hair done, just relax and stay at home. We have Wellness Week, which is sponsored by ACOG. And so our program spends a lot of time taking us to dinners and giving us a little bit of free time. We got free shoes last year to help with our backs because we're walking so much. And then we also just have awesome support staff here. So everybody from Elise in the residency office to Jennifer with research, and we just have a lot of people here who make sure that we're all doing okay, and we can talk to any of our faculty, any of our residents about how we're feeling.
Yes, every year our first year and second year class is given a paid for trip to a conference. Last year our first years went to
Scottsdale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arizona for critical care and obstetrics. The second year class went to the regional ACOG conference in New Orleans, and we got some great opportunities there. We took an FLS training course with some MIGS specialists. So they pay for those trips. Also, residents are able to go and present any sort of research that they've done or case presentations throughout the year. We also have residents that have gone to Washington, D.C. to do lobbying for women's care.
Yes. In our program, we have to do one research project as well as one QI project before graduation.
We also have Jennifer, who is our research assistant and does an amazing job in making sure that we're all staying on our timelines. And then it is just an awesome resource for us to further our research if you're interested.
That kind of sums up our life here at Wesley, KU OBGYN residency program, and our life here in Wichita. I think we can all agree this is a family here for us, and we get great training here. So thanks for taking a listen.
We're obviously bummed that you can't come visit us in person, but obviously because of COVID, we made a lot of changes to our residency interview process this year.
Thanks for listening. I hope you consider our program, and good luck with everything.